What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Frank, and in front of me is the 2019 Lincoln MKZ Reserve number 2. Let's get into the review. All right, guys, let's talk about Lincoln for a second. Lincoln has been one of the flagship US luxury models for the last, I would say, 50 years, 60 years or so, from the mid-1900s to currently. However, Lincoln has recently scrapped their sedan designs and now gone full on board with the SUVs and mid-size SUVs with the Aviator and the Navigator. Anyway, let's get into today's review. So this is the 2019 Lincoln MKZ Reserve 2. This car is actually my personal car. There's a reason that I picked this car when deciding to get something new. I had a BMW 5 Series before this and scrapped that one and now got this one. So why Lincoln? There's a couple different reasons for this. Number one, it has a really great warranty. Number two, it was an excellent deal. And number three, it has all of the amenities and features that high-end luxury cars such as Mercedes-Benz or BMW would offer, but for a quarter of the price. And I can't say no to a good deal when it comes to cars, and especially one that's pre-owned, that's basically new. All right, guys, so let's talk styling. Going down to the front end of the car, the Reserve 2, there's really no major differences between this one and the 3 for the exterior styling. As far as what this car offers is going to be chrome inserts on the front. As you can see there, we have chrome down here as well. We have the upgraded wheels on here too, and just again, more chrome trim throughout the whole body of the car. So the car looks pretty standard. It shares the same front end or very similar front end with the Lincoln Continental. Remember, this is the MKZ, not the Continental, so there's a little bit of a difference. Mostly is going to be on the interior, especially the rear seats with the Continental, and the back end is different than the Continental. But we'll get into that when we go over there. So over here, again, it's pretty standard styling. We have this very nice LED light that comes up on here. So when you approach the Lincoln and the key is in your pocket, it makes a little bit of a little animation. So it glows on here and illuminates along with under here. You have door illumination as well. So it'll shine the Lincoln badge down there. I'll have the key, actually, I'll go up to it right now and I'll put my hand on the key so that you guys can see. So here's the key. It's your standard Lincoln key. It does have auto start as well. So as you walk up and approach the car and you're holding it, it will recognize it. And you can see it gets a little bit of a animation right there. And then on top of that, you can't really see because it's the daytime, but normally underneath here, when you open the door, it'll illuminate with the Lincoln badge. Again, you can't really see it in the daytime, but there'll be a little Lincoln badge in there too. So the front end's pretty standard on this car. There's really nothing special about it. Along with the exterior styling, it's nothing crazy. However, it is very nice in my opinion. I like the wheels on the car. I also like how it does offer a sunroof. And again, coming along to here, we have the pinstripe classic Lincoln look on here. Some people don't like them. I guess on this car, it doesn't look bad on this car. I like it on here as it is. So coming along to the rear end of the car, this is the major difference between the Continental and the MKZ. It's mostly going to be the rear LED bar on here, along with just the overall styling of the car back here is different than what your Continental is going to offer. The Continental is a little bit more of a squared back. This one has one straight LED bar going across the back, and then your reverse lights are going to be the single light right in here. So you can see the little difference right here. That's your reverse light, and that's really it for back here. This does offer the 2.0 liter turbo 4-cylinder on here. Not a very powerful car, but it definitely has a good amount of pep in its step. And then on top of that, it has a amazing transmission on here too. It's very smooth, and the suspension on here also is extremely smooth. So you really feel like you're driving on a cloud when you're driving here. Also with that 4-cylinder, you get great gas mileage too, which is a big plus if you're using this as a road trip car. Let's go ahead, let's pop the trunk open. I'll show you the space back here. So the trunk is automatic. Again, you could do it on the key along with inside. Back here, as per typical Lincoln, extremely spacious. There's plenty of room back here so you could fit just about anything you may want. We'll give it a close up here. There's really nothing special. Again, it's automated, and we will jump inside. So jumping inside of here, the interior color on here is cappuccino. That's the color code for it. On top of that, this car does offer full leather. Has a little cubby hole down here. Everything again is automatic in here. This does have a very nice sound system in it too. It's got the Revel sound system, and then on top of that, When you're coming into here, we'll give this a close. So when we give it a close and we come inside, it's a really nice feeling in here. The seat does automatically go back when your car is off, and when you turn it on, it will adjust forward too. Let's start the car up right here. So foot on the brake. Your gear selectors are going to be up here instead of a standard car being down here. I like this feature, it's pretty cool. It's unique to Lincoln. So we'll give this a start. Gives you a little chime, gives you a little animation on here, and then you're really ready to roll. So let's just lower this so the music comes on. All right, so we have a full leather steering wheel. The steering wheel is heated. Controls are right down here. So we have heated steering wheel controls along with heated seats. So the main difference with the Lincoln Reserve 2 versus this one is that this one is going to be a, this one does not offer heated and cooled seats, whereas the Lincoln Reserve 2 will offer heated and cooled seats. These are just going to be standard heated seats. The leather in here is super soft. It's like you're riding on a couch cushion. That's why I say this car feels almost like a Rolls Royce, because these seats in here are extremely comfy. The headrests up here, we have the sunroof again, which does fully go back, along with just that little bit of an opening if you want. All the controls are right here, and then here's our panel right here to close it up. Everything on here is digital. In terms of over here, there are just 2 gauges that are kind of made on here, but otherwise all the numbers and everything inside of there is digital. So right now on here, it's got 19,000 miles. I really have been enjoying this car. So I got it with 16,000 miles. Put about 3,000 on now. Hasn't been, it's been about a year, I would say, since I've had this car. But it hasn't been disappointing in any way. So this car cost about the same price as the Toyota Camry, but you get all of these luxury amenities, and these, everything feels great and everything sounds great, and it's super comfortable, but for a quarter of the price is what a Mercedes-Benz would be. So that's personally why I went with this car. So we have the gear selectors on here, and I'll show you just some of those features now. So this car does have Android Auto along with Apple CarPlay. We'll go into the settings on here. It does have ambient lighting that you can control. It does have a heads-up display over here, and on top of that, it has, let's show you the ambient lighting. So on the ambient lighting, we have different colors that we can pick from, along with how bright you want it to be. The screen is very responsive as well, so it's very responsive on that end. The lighting runs down here, under there. It has it down here too, and obviously just runs along the whole insert of the car. We have this little storage cubby hole down here, and another one under here, and under there is going to be your 9-volt chargers, and just a little bit more storage. We have more storage in here with a USB port. We have our cup holders in here. Again, everything is hidden in here, so when you have everything closed, it gives this really nice look of just like one massive piece for the center console. We have our armrest in here, again with more storage and more charging ports down there. Again, this is leather. That's really it. I mean, the gear selectors on here feel really nice. The overall quality in here is extremely nice. We have a little bit of a wood grain finish in here too. So the Lincoln comes with a warranty. It's 100,000 miles or 6 years or 7 years from the date of purchase originally. So I have this car under warranty until about 2024, 2025, around then. It's a full bumper-to-bumper warranty, and on top of that, if something were to happen, I can have Lincoln come to my house, pick this car up, and they will bring me the loaner car. So I don't even have to actually visit the dealership, and vice versa when returning the car. They will pick up the loaner car for me while dropping off my car. It's just little features like that kind of go a long way. I'm sure Mercedes kind of offers stuff like that as well. However, again, in a car like this that costs the price of basically a Toyota Camry, it's a really nice feature to have. And again, I didn't have to pay any extra, it just came with the car. On here is your climate control, everything over here. All of your buttons feel really nice. Again, everything is very responsive and easy to control. And we have the sport mode on here, so this car does actually have a sport mode, whatever you may want to call that. It has paddle shifters on here. Again, just a nice little feature. Big Lincoln badge on here. Let's go ahead and open this up. Let's go into the back seats too. And then jumping onto the back seats back here, these seats are also extremely comfortable. We do have more charging ports down here, rear climate controls as well, and rear heated seats. Right here is going to be our center cup holders. Just fold this down. We have 2 cup holders along with a little storage cubby right here. Again, everything is still wrapped in leather back here. along with the rubber floor mats for Lincoln. All right guys, so that's really gonna wrap up today's video. I just want to make a really quick video on this car because again, there's nothing crazy to it. It's just a super affordable daily driver luxury car that won't cost a ton of money in maintenance, such as a BMW, Mercedes, or any of those German cars. As we all know, as time goes on and they start to deteriorate, especially in 2019, you compare 2019 BMW or Mercedes to this one, they're gonna start aging out pretty quickly, and when stuff goes wrong with them, it's gonna cost a lot more money than it would on here. And on top of that, this car does offer an excellent warranty program too. So on today's video, that's really gonna just wrap it up for right now. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Take care.